Hey, I'm Kev Kim. Welcome back to MotoGP 21. I know it's been too long, as we're about to end up kind of only season riding here, but we do have some flyaway races to attend first, beginning with the Modal Grand Prix of Japan as Max Power through to qualifying one. He's done well in practice, less than a second back, so you might have a decent place to try and get through. Qualifying two, along with the likes of maybe Fernandez, Ramirez, Canet, Lucy, the veteran, Arenas, Barry, Gunserin. You got Garzo, Corsi, so you've got big names to battle in qualifying one. There goes Power then, halfway through. Qualifying Canet at the top of 53.8. Try a match. Go through the next part of qualifying. In practice, only did mid 54s, did Power. He's got some work to do here. As Canet, Fernandez, Verga, he's going through at the moment. He's using lots of rear brake now when braking. That rear is going to get uncomfortable on the brakes. And 2/10 down, no. Good first split. There's mainly been the second and third splits where Power's made up time as well. Final split, he made a mistake on practice, so final split might be good, but we don't really know at the moment. He's lost another couple of tenths there. Once again, rear getting out. Not the time to party, Rip. Wide there. Not being great there, but he's still just half a second back, though. So, depending on how good this last sector is, he could make it into that sort of fort. No, I think he's just lost half a second on the braking net. There we go, good last chicane, no. Run towards the line. This looks like a low 54. Yes! Third, there we go. Oh, it's not good enough. It's pipped by Manzi in the end. As Canet, Fernandez and Ramirez make it through. Power down in fifth. And we've got Baldassar and Verga alongside, and then Montella doing this in Corsi. Serene Loot into the Porsche. Bowie. Verga. Garzo with Chantra in last. Be an interesting race though. And this is why it will be an interesting race. It is wet for the race. So forget what we had in practice and qualifying. It is wet the rest of the time. And of course we've done nothing on development. Like no need to now. Won't really try and go for the development programs. Just going to try and hop in for a couple of laps and go straight into qualifying in the race now. So Power, there you go, starting in 19th. So what's he going to be riding on? I've only got medium compounds, unfortunately, so you can only select medium wets. I like MotoGP, they have softs as well, don't they? As a choice. Nothing for front brake, apparently. Let's see, heating time. We need those, the 10 inches. Get the brakes warmed up. 8 inches on the rear. All fueled up. Ready to go. So those on pole ahead of Gardner, Bezecchi, Shirota, DJ Antonio, and Bo up there. Fernandez on the third row, along with Vietti, Dixon, and Home Hero go around down to the top 10. As looking further down, there's crashes. Oh no! Can Power make the start? He's down already. What is with these launches off the grid? There's Power running up from the 7th row of the grid. Rainfall lights to go out. Has gone away for 6 laps around this Tringham Motegi circuit. And oh, dreadful start in front. What the fuck just happened? What? What was that? I mean, Power's got a second lead, but isn't it like a row just did the front row just not start? We got freaking Luty in 8th. What's going on here? What an absolute farce, man. Well, Power leads. Navarro second, Shorter third. Welcome to MotoGP 21 time trial mode. So this is where you try and set your fastest lap. As maybe the track will dry as well. So we're trying to get under 2 minutes, I think, near the end of this race. As the gap's still around a second to Navarro behind, then you got Shirota now. Gura, Baldassarre in 5th head of the Lows. Maybe the front row did start with Lows this tip. Montella and Baldassarre. Yeah, I have nothing to say about that start. Like, that is... We've seen some farcical things in this game, but that is probably the most farcical thing I've seen. Has anybody else seen that? Why'd that happen here? Or anywhere else? Like, I want to know if that's just here or anywhere else. As rear brake's already hot as well. We're going to try and keep that under control. Well, that's kind of killed the excitement for this race. You know, starting in the midfield, and then it's going to be very exciting. Charge our way through the field. But instead, MotoGP 21, you know, it gives you funny moments, and it's done it again, I think. Well, I can't believe people say this is the best MotoGP milestone game. It's nowhere near, man. Agura's in 4th. Come on, Agura. Got on the podium. Get the home fans happy. As Lowe's is still 6th. Oh, Barry's 5th. Barry's 5th. It was Barry in 5th. What's Barry doing up here? Didn't he start like 20 something? We got a double NTS 1.5 here. Or top 5, should I say? With 1.5. Come on, Barry. Barry podium, that's what we need. Cheer us up after that start. As Montella in 7th as well, going for a season best. But Barry podium. Can we get Barry and Agura? Just swap places with Navarro and Shirota. That's what we need. Like, as the gap's up to almost 2 seconds now, even though I say we're time trialing, we're pacing really, aren't we? We're not trying to push too hard, we're just trying to keep that gap. The bike will get unsettled here and there. Like, that's just the nature of this NTS, so you saw in the qualifier that. Like, he's not very good at accelerating. I think it's like the biggest problem we have with this bike. Straight line speed is no problem. But for some reason we have engine development in Moto 2, so the engine's pretty well developed. Just everything else. Apart from weather pace, apparently. Weather pace is okay. Wonder what the gap is to those behind, or if Barry's like a brick wall here. He's like, it's like Barry Brick going around holding back Sam Lowe's. You go nice and smooth. You can see the track is drying out as they enter the second half of the race. Oh, don't go too wide. This gap. Oh, it's down to 1.3, 1.2. Navarro with the gains. Let's do a mid 202. Yeah, definitely have to pick up the pace. Oh, we need to do like 201.7s basically. Keep doing those in the second half of this race. We get too sucked into high pace in here. So they go 10th up in the first split. That's good. There you go, gap up to 2 seconds. That's more like it. But it's so tricky, like even riding this bike by yourself just because of the curbs. So you don't want to touch any of the curbs. You can see we can't really accelerate well either. And then just braking on this, like there's no... Despite the improvements in like feedback now, still no real braking feel at all. Haven't had that since the beginning of what? MotoGP 20 braking feel. Do you, shame? It is a much better that. Still no changes behind, so they must be all riding, you know, a couple of seconds apart from each other. Best guess. Come on, I want to go and Barry on the podium. Come on, Rossi and Navarro. Do the right thing, you know. Here you go, mid 201. This is more like it. Not the fastest lap. Checking on those tyres as well. That's lucky there. We clipped the curb on the inside. Should have gone down. That's 2 second gap behind. How he's been unstoppable since the start. What can you say? Faced no real opposition. And he's just getting quicker now. 2 tenths up. The first split. So I thought I'd struggle with this circuit as well after doing some practice laps. Like in time trial, I thought I'm going to struggle to get to the end here, but when you're in these like this, it's much easier, shall we say. Oh. We're going a bit too deep there into that corner. Oh wow, we gained 4 tenths braking like that into that corner. Also discovered that on the penultimate lap. What the hell? Almost 7 tenths up this. That could go into 2 minutes here, could. The Powers loads up to 5th header Barry. The Barry brick. Did not hold on. Hope those doesn't pass the Guru then soon. So we're about to go on the final lap here in the Tringming Motegi. Not accelerating race here. Reminds me of that race that IndyCar did round here. Like their last race here, I believe, a decade ago. But they did it on this road course instead of the oval because of the nuclear disaster that happened, I believe. Which broke the oval bit. Was that or the tsunamis? I can't remember what happened now. But yeah, they had to race on the road course, and yeah, the race wasn't very interesting, the IndyCar race. I remember I was like really excited. I was like, oh god, IndyCar on the freaking road course, it's going to be amazing. And then I don't think anything happened, to be honest. I remember one of the local stars here who used to race in like Super Formula and Super GT was Vizian Oliveira, JP Oliveira. He had a good race, from what I remember. That was like the only interesting thing that happened. That's what's happening here. Like, Power's had a very good race, but apart from that, I wouldn't say exactly being close as the lead got up to 3 seconds briefly. As with half of that to go, Power just nursing it home. I know the rear tyres. Rear brakes have been red hot the whole race. Rear tyres are struggling to cope. As we go down the backstretch for the final time. Crowd enthusiastic, raving their flags like they just don't care. Crazy to think Japan they just cancelled this race as well in real life. But there's been a revised calendar come up with America replacing this. Like America's back on the calendar replacing this. The only thing Japan is hosting is the Olympics this year, I believe. That is it. Just the biggest international sports tournament of the world. But yeah, I guess they have to, but it's just crazy this thing that Japan have cancelled, you know, the F1, MotoGP, the 8 Hours of Suzuka. They still hold the domestic series like Super Formula, Super GT, etc. But yeah, the only international sport event I believe they're hosting is the Olympics this year. They hosted a candidate event a few months back as well, just to test everything, make sure they had the protocols in place. But yeah, I guess they can't delay it for another year. I guess they're being forced to host it this year. Otherwise, Olympics will skip a few more years. But yeah, anyway. Power wins. Look how happy he is. The crowd's so happy with that, aren't they? As Navarro in second, in Shirota, Gura. Home fans will be happy in fourth in those. Barry held on to sixth in the end. By far his best result of the season. Dixon, Montella, his best result of the season as well. Baldassarri as well, I believe his best. Fernandez down in 10th. Lucy, his best result for a long time as well. Corsi, Ramirez, Obio and Vergay. No Gardner, no Vietti, no Roberts, no Bezecchi in the point. As, Serin, he's a wet-weather master. He would have been climbing out of the order. He stayed upright. Then this I got taken out along with Cameron, DJ Antonio, and Manzi. Must have been that start crash, wasn't it? As Lowe's is very happy. He's got a 25-point lead now, a race win lead with, I think, 4 rounds remaining now. And we've got Bezecchi for the 9 points back in. Fernandez comfortably ahead of DJ Antonio. Power with another amazing victory. Times 3 places up to 6th ahead of Vietti, Ben Snyder, Roberts, and Baldassarri. As Dixon into triple figures climbs up to 11th ahead of Gura and Fernandez. Navarro up into the top 15 ahead of fellow countryman Vergay, but Barry, big winner, up 4 places to 23rd, and Montello up 3, as well as Budiger down 4 with only Chantry yet to score. How have you not scored yet? He's going to score in his next race, isn't he, around Thailand? As Red Bull KTM lead the way by 44 points ahead of Mark VDS. The Sky Racing Team VR46 in 3rd. Then we've got Petronas Sprinter, Grassini, Hertz, NTS up 3 places to 6th. 7 points with MV Augusta Ford Racing. In SAG, Atara Trans, and Likamai Intact ran out of the top 10. As NTS up from the bottom ahead of American Racing.
This rider has been able to impose a frantic pace on today's race, and now he and his mechanics are rightly going to party.
So there we go. Once again, not quite getting a qualifying objective. It was close. It was close, Power. But yeah, definitely achieves the race objective. Getting that reputation back up again. Getting some credits in the bank as well. So yeah, again, we haven't... Oh, how have we done setup improvement? We didn't even try to do any of these. How have we done setup improvement? What the hell? Glitchy weekend, what can I say? Glitchy weekend. Alright, what's going on here? Oh, we've got a new candidate, replace Andrea. Here we've got Amelia Parker, who's good at negotiating, but not good at finding opportunities. We need to find opportunities for next season. Let's see how many weeks have we got there. 3 weeks left on these proposals from Grassini and Pons for Flexbox HP40. Nobody in MotoGP is interested. Everyone in Moto2 is, apart from the big three. I know the proposal chance of those gone up from a... What? Oh yeah, because we tried to negotiate with them. Really haven't. Oh no, everything's high then. Oh no, it's gone high for... Oh, hello. Oh, does Power... I'll get in Mark VDS good books then. Enrique's remaining. Only 4 races remaining though, isn't it? As next up on the calendar is the Thailand Grand Prix, or OR Thailand Grand Prix, down the Chang International Circuit in Thailand. Then a break before we head to Phillip Island. Got appointment for contracting with Hertz NDS there as well. And then we've got development for Valencia of the engine component, but 3 weeks remaining, so contract negotiations have, yeah, at Phillip Island basically. So we'll see if we can have a good race here, and then hold on for Mark BDS or sign for Pons or Grassini here. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed another blockbuster MotoGP 21 episode. You can see why I don't really like recording these, to be honest. Like, the neural AI is... It's been 3 years in development, in quotation marks, and it's still exactly the same mess it was. Even more of a mess. I think it's the worst it's been. As yeah, 3rd victory of the season for Power. 3 totally deserved victories. Oh yeah, good comeback after Aragon and Mazzano. So yeah, just 4 races, mate. We can make it through these 4 races, alright? And then I'm not sure I'd bother with a 2nd season, be honest. Like, AI is that bad in this, but thanks for watching, and we'll see if we'll have a more fun time next time.